Good morning. It's Monday, December 15th. National Cupcake Day. Honestly, a sweet treat of any kind would be good, I think. We all deserve something. And now, the news. We start how we start here in America, with 2 dead and 9 others injured after someone opened fire during final exams at Brown University. This happened on Saturday afternoon, and as I record this on Sunday, there is a person of interest in custody, a 24-year-old from Wisconsin, but no motive and few other details have been released. The Providence police chief has said that while no one has been charged, they are not searching for anyone else. The suspect is 24-year-old Benjamin Erickson, who served as an infantry soldier in the Army, where he passed sniper training. Authorities say that he was not currently enrolled at Brown. However, others say that he transferred to Brown in the fall and was taking classes. So obviously not everyone has all of the details. The biggest question, of course, being why, which is something we always ask, something we always want to know because we want to understand, as if somehow we could ever understand enough to prevent this from ever happening again, because, it's the only way to prevent this from ever happening again. Certainly there's no, legislation that could ever be passed to stop this from happening over and over and over again. Because this is America, we are already getting stories like this. A junior at Brown who had to go into lockdown on Saturday had, just a few years earlier, survived being shot in the abdomen during 2019's Saugus High School shooting. Obviously, there are a lot of details that are still coming out, but as of right now, where things stand, of those who were hospitalized, 1 person is in critical condition, 7 are in stable condition, and 1 person with less severe injuries was discharged. The suspect, by the way, was found in part because the landlord of a local tea shop in Providence stayed up all night with his family, reviewing the footage alongside the FBI to spot Erickson walking through the neighborhood. The landlord, as well as the owner of the tea shop, are both immigrants. Just seemed like something to note. This is the 349th day of the year and the 391st mass shooting of the year in America. And in Australia's Bondi Beach, at least 15 people have been killed, with another 42 injured after a father-son team shot at a crowd gathered for Hanukkah by the Sea, an annual event celebrating the beginning of Hanukkah. The 50-year-old father was shot and killed by police, and the 24-year-old son is in critical condition. 2 basic, though active, IEDs were found at the scene as well. Because Australia has such strict gun laws implemented after a mass shooting that saw the death of 25 people, events like this are extremely rare. Before today, the last mass shooting in the country was in 2022. However, what the country lacks in mass shootings, it turns out, it makes up for in antisemitism. Since the October 7th, 2023 Hamas attack in Israel, there has been a 400% increase in antisemitism in a country that has 28 million people, about 117,000 of which are Jewish. Last year, in May of 2024, antisemitic graffiti was found at one of the largest and oldest Jewish schools in Melbourne's east. Months later, a Jewish-owned bakery was defaced just days before a brewery near the beach where the shooting took place was set on fire. And then just 3 days later, a kosher deli was set on fire. November through February saw multiple cars set on fire, a synagogue set on fire, multiple synagogues vandalized, a child care center vandalized, a terror threat that turned out to be fake, and even a video on TikTok showing nurses who said they would not treat or even would kill Jewish patients if they presented for care. Things did seem to then calm down a little bit before July saw about 20 worshipers trapped inside of a Shabbat dinner after a man tried to light the building on fire while everyone was inside. They were able to escape through a back door because the man lit the front door on fire. If you're catching a theme here, it's graffiti, yes, but also arson. Arson. as a means of attacking Jewish people. Israel's Benjamin Netanyahu is blaming Australia's Prime Minister for doing nothing to stop the spread of anti-Semitism during the Israel-Hamas war, arguing that Australia's recognition of a Palestinian state led to what happened on Sunday, which is a very backwards way of viewing what is happening. Palestine deserves the right to exist. Palestinians in Gaza deserve the right to exist and survive. Benjamin Netanyahu's time as prime minister makes that harder. His actions have made it nearly impossible. And yet, somehow, against all odds, they try every single day. But their right to exist does not negate Jewish people's right to exist. 28 million people in Australia, 0.4% are Jewish, and a 400% increase in anti-Semitism. All they're just trying to do is exist out loud as human beings in this world. That's all they were trying to do on Sunday, is exist and celebrate their religion. A 400% increase in anti-Semitism for a population that makes up 0.4% of the country. And that's it. That's the news. Because when 2 mass shootings lead the news in 2 days, I think we can agree that that's a whole episode. In Australia, the Australian Red Cross Lifeblood Australia website crashed earlier because so many people answered the call to donate blood. We're supposed to look for the helpers. I'm proud of the helpers. And of cupcakes. I'm very sorry. This is just how the show ends. I'm sorry. It's just how the show ends. This is the cadence of the show. If you're new here, I apologize. I'm also proud of cupcakes. I didn't say more than. I didn't even say equal. There's a large gap. I'm proud of helpers, and then big gap and much less than, and also additionally cupcakes. But more than cupcakes, because you too are sweet and layered. I'm proud of you.